Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm so delighted to be here to celebrate with you today, our graduates, the class of 2020 and 2021. You did it. We're here to recognize the hard work and dedication that went into your studies over the last few years. This was not the experience you had initially hoped for, but nevertheless, you persisted. Whether it meant adapting to online learning or trying to meet your classmates through Zoom boxes, participating in virtual extracurricular activities, you put yourselves out there and you completed your degree in the midst of a global pandemic. I speak on behalf of everyone in the Faculty of Science and within the Carleton community when I say we are so proud of each and every one of you. There is no doubt that this is an exciting but tumultuous time to be graduating with a science degree. Science can contribute to solutions for some of our greatest challenges, including climate change, sustainable development, food security, global health. The world needs science now more than ever. However, juxtaposed upon this great potential is an undercurrent of misinformation and public distrust that, if left unchecked, could impede our progress. It is palpable now to see how the perception of the importance of science is changing right before our eyes. We can look to the COVID pandemic, where science was the hero or the villain, depending on whom you asked. You will serve as our ambassadors. Equipped with a science degree, you are undertaking a responsibility to do and share good science in whatever you explore from here. Good science requires us to think critically, ask questions, come up with hypotheses, look for evidence. Good science requires care and attention to detail, objectivity, honesty. Good science adheres to a set of moral and ethical principles that must guide the work we do every day. And of course, we must acknowledge that science is a human endeavor, and as such, it is subject to our failings, faults, and biases. We cannot commit to good science if only a select subset of us get to participate in the conversations and ask the questions. We cannot commit to good science if the results of our discoveries only serve a select few and further exacerbate inequities. Science is for everyone, and that inclusion is our responsibility. When I reflect back on my time as an undergraduate student, I recall having gone through my entire university career without ever having a woman professor at the front of the classroom. Here now, 20 years later, I stand before you as the Dean of Science. The shift in thinking, the action that led to this change, it had to start somewhere. Where will the next big change come from? It will start with us, with you. As you go on to whatever is next, whether it be further studies or employment, you must take an active role in staying curious, disrupting the norm, and breaking bias. And I have no doubt as the class of 2020 and 2021, you will do just that. I'll give you an example. A group of our students learned of the story of Henrietta Lacks, an African-American woman whose cells were taken without her consent while she was being treated for cervical cancer. Those cells were then used to develop a cell line, HeLa cells, that revolutionized biomedical research. Despite the good that this discovery has done, it remains a story of unethical behavior and scientific injustice. The Carleton HeLa initiative has aimed to help right this wrong through recognition of Henrietta's contribution to science and a scholarship for Black women in the fields of biology or biochemistry. We have one of the HeLa initiative members at today's ceremony, Marwa Zubaydi. Thank you, Marwa, for participating in this initiative and ultimately embracing good science. It is no small responsibility to do good science, but I hope each one of you will find something that you are truly passionate about, and that will ignite a spark in you to do good. To the class of 2020 and 2021, I am certain with a Carleton Science degree, you are well equipped to go out there and to contribute in a positive way to shape our future. I hope you will carry yourself with pride as a graduate of Carleton University. I hope you will continue to lead with compassion and empathy. Come back and visit us. We want to hear from you, and we will always be here to cheer you on and celebrate your wins. Thank you and congratulations.